Hello fellow Spartans, WarriorofSparta here, and welcome to the third Let's Play that's starting today for Total War on Rome 2, and we're going as Egypt, yes. The reasons why I've chosen Egypt is a few actually. Reason number one is because I've never played with Egypt at all in this game, and it'd be interesting to see what they're like sort of with the gameplay, how they are on the battlefield, the dynamics on the campaign map as well. I've never played with them, and I want to do that. I want to play with factions I've never done before to give that challenge to them within my Let's Plays. I've never experienced them from an AI perspective either. They've never been in contact with me when I played on my own. Reasons because they've seem to be always destroyed early on, unfortunately, within my Let's Plays I've done on my own. So, as I say, I've never experienced them from an AI perspective either, or even a multiplayer perspective as well. And that's the reasons why. Another reason why I want to do is I want to have that Egyptian empire, that legacy they had once. I want that restored, and I want the glory of Egypt to be expanded across the northern parts of Africa and into the Mediterranean. I want that empire to grow and see it regain its power. So that's one of the reasons why I want to do this Let's Play as well. And I also believe from people that they've said on the forums, and people have said around channels and things like that I've seen in the past, they've said that Egypt is one hell of a campaign to do because it's so hard from the initial stages. You get, especially with the two reasons actually. First, the fact I've got it's very hard, and you've got the patch 9 obviously in place now, which gives the AI a bit more aggressiveness. You'll find that the factions very early on in the first few turns possibly will declare war on me, and it will all be an absolute nightmare from the start, which is what we want to have, and we want to have that tough challenge. So we could be in for one hell of a storm with this. So that's what I want to see. That's great that could happen. So yeah, these are the reasons why I have chosen Egypt. And also I want to give a quick shout out to a guy called Michel Nabil. He commented on my Sparta campaign video literally about 5 minutes before I started this game up now to record it, saying that he wanted me to do an Egypt campaign. Well, you've chosen the right one, because that was my intentions from the start as well. So your wish is granted. So yeah, good choice with that one. So yeah, hope you enjoy it as much as I do playing it. So as I said to you then, yeah, very hard game difficulty. So that's going to give us that nice initial challenge, hopefully, on the game itself. And the penalties and bonuses, we've got successor conflicts, 10% morale for all units during the battles against Hellenic factions. So I suppose that is because of the influence that Alexander the Great gave the sort of Egyptian faction when he landed at Alexandria. Maybe that gives him the Egyptian faction a sort of a power against these sort of Greek states when fighting in the battlefield. We've got Alexander's legacy, 20% resistance to foreign occupation, which is good to have. Ptolemaic enlightenment, so plus 10 research rate. So that's fantastic, because that will help us in the initial stages of developing our army system and our civil movement in the early in the early stages of the game. So 10% research rate is a welcome addition, definitely. Naval prowess, 1% experience rank for all Egyptian ship recruits. Well, I don't really use naval battles much in this game. I don't tend to like them. So I mean, it's good to have them there, obviously, for the auto resolves, but for my sort of personal battles, it's okay. There's no problem really. Foreign dynasty. It's a bit like, obviously, the Roman Let's Play, aren't we, with this one? The problem with the public order penalty due to the presence of foreign cultures. So yeah, we could be having a few rebellions and public order problems with this one, just like the Roman campaign. So that could be, again, another level of challenge to the game as we start expanding our empire. So that's it. So that's why I've chosen Egypt, and there's the penalties and bonuses to the faction. And of course, as I said to you, we are doing very hard, and we are on patch 9, so the AI should be very aggressive with this. Just before I start as well, I wanted to thank Lionheart, and we all know who Lionheart is. I'm sure you guys as well know Lionheart, a very big YouTuber for Rome 2 games and the Total War series as well in general. He came onto my channel last night. I was uploading the Kingdom Come preview, which if you haven't looked at already, go and check it out on my channel. It's a really good preview about an outstanding game that's coming out next year. And as I say, I was uploading that last night, and Lionheart commented on my intro video, which was done by Flu Designs, which, as you heard me saying in my Spartan campaign start, it is incredible. His intro he did for me was outstanding, and I cannot thank him enough. And as I say, Lionheart commented on that video last night that's on my channel, and he liked it, so thank you very much to him for doing that. And because he did that, he then it went into his sort of channel feed, his activity feed last night, and I think that's why in the sort of about 12 hours I've had 40 subs on my channel, which is absolutely outstanding. I couldn't even imagine that so early on. I think that's brilliant to see that people are taking interest in my channel already. So please carry on subbing, you know, commenting, liking my videos, because then I know that you'll like them and you want me to carry on these videos. So by doing that, it makes me, it inspires me to do more for you. So, you know, the fact that I've got 40 subs in 12 hours is absolutely, as I say, brilliant. And thank you very much for Lionheart, because it's probably him doing what he did last night got the interest from the guys on his channel to go and look at my channel. I'm currently at 49 subs, so it'd be lovely to get to the 50 subs mark by the end of today. A nice little rounded off figure at 50, so that'd be really good. Because before last night, before you guys subscribed to my channel, I only had some friends subbing me, so it's nice to see new guys, new fresh faces on my channel. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. So yeah, let's carry on, let's go forward, let's start the campaign up and see what Egypt has to offer. So yeah, patch 9 on this, as I said to you earlier, and also I've got the Beast of War DLC, so I may do a quick review of that tonight with my YouTube friend Victory Mix, so look out for a very quick review of that. But because we've got the pack, we should see them in the game as we start now. I'm going to watch this, obviously, the intro now.
Your former vassals, Cyrenaica, have deigned to declare their independence and must be brought to heel. Cyprus remains true, but is at risk from invasion, as are your eastern possessions. The Seleucid Empire is a particular threat, a sprawling successor kingdom desperate to maintain power by whatever means possible. An alliance with Nabatea may help to keep them in check. Maintain trade relations with the Greek states, and beware of Macedonian treachery, as they too may seek to gain control of Alexander's former empire. Egypt shall be victorious.
Right, yeah, that sounds like we've got a lot of problems from a lot of areas then, by the sounds of what he's saying there. Yeah, so we've got the problem with our former vassals, Cyrenaica, who've now declared their independence from us. We've now got problems with the from the east, from sort of Seleucids. We've got Cyprus having a risk of invasion. We've got Macedon possibly maybe declaring war on us. So, oh yeah, I can understand already why this is going to be a very hard probably campaign. So we have much to do to try and secure relations and secure our territories. But yeah, what I was saying to you just before the intro came, I wanted to obviously stop talking while the intro is on. But yeah, Beast of War DLC came out on Monday. I have got that installed on my game now, so we should see some of those units appear in all three of my Let's Plays as we go on. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick review of it tonight with my YouTube friend Victory Mix. So look out for that. I'll just give you a brief overview of the units and what they're like on the battlefield and their statistics, and if they actually add anything to the experience of the game as well. So do check that out when that is uploaded, hopefully later on. Okay, so yeah, let's start this off then. So, okay, so yeah, we've read all that, so that's fine. Looking at the objectives, actually, it says, oh, control 3 provinces we've got to do. So we currently control 1 province, we've got to control 3 to attain this this objective. Okay, so we control the Egyptus province fully. We've got the province, or the settlement of Alexandria, Memphis. If we go further south, we've got Myos Hormos and Dilophosis, is it? Yeah. And we also got the Holy Lands. Well, not Holy Lands at the moment, but in a few 100 years' time they will be. So we've got Jerusalem and Petra as well. Are these the guys? Are these those guys he mentioned on the intro? Yeah, the Nabatea. So he says to try and form an alliance with them to protect the frontier against the Seleucids because they are right on my doorstep. They are right there. And of course they must have a threat to the Cyprus faction as well. And I'm sure the Seleucids will try and take the island pretty quickly actually if we don't act upon it, which to be honest I think you're on your own, Cyprus, because I can't really commit any forces at the moment with the way things could possibly turn out. Okay, right. This is going to be very interesting, this is. Okay, so we've got our fleet here. Children of Nile, javelin men, and the Egyptian archers on the admiral's ship. Okay, they could probably support me if I go for any harbour attacks. We'll bring them into port to start with. Alexandria, so the cast of Horus. Ptolemy, obviously he's got to be our king, isn't he? Yeah, King Ptolemy, yeah. So he's the king of Egypt. So he's our faction leader as well, and he's based obviously at Alexandria, so that's fine. So we've got him as a Galatian royal guard. Oh right, well yes, because I remember, if I'm right, the Galatian royal guard were actually bodyguards for the king of Egypt at one point. So the Galatians, who are formed up in Egypt, so in the sort of Asian states now, they were given their own sort of settlement in Galatia. They're sort of a barbarian tribe, original Celtic tribe. So yes, they are our personal bodyguard. We've got 3 Egyptian pikemen. We've got 2 melee infantry units and a Egyptian slingers. See if we can recruit anything else. So, yeah, and that's one thing with Egypt. I did notice, I have looked on the custom battles beforehand. They seem to have a very good array of units again, a bit like the Roman faction. So the units availability is going to be good because we can have a lot of different sort of types of style to the gameplay as well when we go into battle, because of the unit variety that they seem to have as well. So that's going to be good to see as we go further into the campaign. So we've got Korean axemen. Carrion axemen. Got Nubian spearmen, javelin men, and the slingers. Okay, so let's build up our forces here. Let's build up the caster followers. So we'll get another melee infantry. We'll take 2 more. We'll take 2 axemen. Oh, these are pikemen, are they, as well? Great, so they could form the phalanx, so they will be a bit like the Spartan phalanx. We'll have them in a very much of a defensive position, who could hopefully hold off the attacking cavalry on the field of play. So that'd be good to use them in the battles as we go on. So yeah, so that we've got 1 melee infantry unit, so that's going to go with the 2 that are already there, and we've got 2 axemen forming up as well. So we'll build that army up, and then what I probably want to do is take this settlement from Salonika as soon as possibly can. The Paratishion, I think it's pronounced, if I'm right. Because I'm sure, if I'm right, we are at war with them already, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we're at war with the Salonika already, so we don't have to declare war or give them any bad news to start with. We'll go straight in for the kill probably next turn if we can, and have our navy support the attack as well, because they seem to be unguarded, so it should be quite an easy battle, hopefully, if they don't bring any forces back in the meantime. So let's go into diplomacy. So we've got Athens already on very good terms with us, and they are trading with us as well, so that's good, so we can get a bit of income from the trade with them. The Axum, the southist faction on the game there. Okay,
come, my friend.
You are neutral with us.
We are men of
Cultural
words,
version, right.
and so serve our peoples with honor.
Oh dear. Non-aggression pact is low. I give you the offer of coin. No. Okay, no.
Your arguments have merit.
No,
but my
don't get
lord
aggressive with me
would
as well,
not
pal.
Wish me to enter into hasty
One day you will
alliances.
burn. Okay, they are south, so they aren't going to be a direct threat. If they do declare war on me soon, they're not going to be a threat straight away, so we can afford to be okay with them.
Speak, my friend. Unburden yourself of
Belemize.
diplomacy and let us find agreement.
Good, good, good. I
agree
need
and
you to be on my
admire
side
your
actually very
sense
early on
and
because I
clear
can't have you
thinking in this
attacking me
matter.
here.
My people will rejoice.
Satrapy, no, that was a bit too much to offer, I think, wasn't it? Trade agreement? Yes, lovely. I'll take trade with you.
I came.
What about a defensive alliance? No, it's too much too soon. Okay, that's fine. Ah, so they are my satrapies. Oh god, right, okay. I feel obliged to help them now. But I can't, you know, I will try my best, guys, but I don't know if I can because I've got to think of closer to home problems really. If I can try and get a force to help you, I will, but I think it could be too late. But for the meantime, we'll offer you trade with if we can.
Both with skill.
This will try and get a
With
bit of
these
money out
words-
of you for a while, at least if you do go and get destroyed. Wish we got a couple of turns with money from you, but I don't know if I can help you out. I really don't. I'll try and see if I can though.
I greet you as
The
befits your reputation.
Himyar?
Now, friend,
No.
speak.
Okay. We have trade? No. Okay.
The gods
Okay.
rightly wish us to show humility
Oh.
and not enrich ourselves at your expense.
Right, that's probably because of the fact of maybe the past jealousy with, as it said on at the start, with the fact of Alexander's legacy and the fact they probably want to take back Alexandria for their own. So that's possibly why they are at an aggressive sort of stance with me. The Mayo. We've spoken to. No, we haven't spoken to these, have we? No.
Welcome, friend. Welcome. Come, sit. Enjoy the pleasure.
Lovely.
We have good reason to accept such terms.
Yes,
My people
you
will
have.
give thanks. I am.
No. No. And I think this is gonna have to wait. It's gonna be like with the first thing. We have to negotiate as much as we can in the game. We have to speak to these factions, get agreements with them early on to try and protect ourselves. Because if we don't, then it could get very nasty. So hopefully this is gonna work in our favour. All this diplomacy we're doing at the start. So in the Batia. So hopefully we'll get these to protect our borders on the eastern flanks. So let's hopefully try and get trade and an alliance with them, or even if not, a non-aggression pact is the least we need to really get with them.
My friend.
Good,
You-
good.
I agree and admire
Trade
your...
as well, lovely.
I came as a supplicant.
No.
And
Hopefully all these people who we're on a non-aggression pact terms with now, we have trade with them. Hopefully in a couple of turns time, once we build relations with them, they will turn to have a defensive alliance with us, and they'll want to have that sort of security with us. Hopefully, so hopefully that will be the case in the next couple of turns, because that will really help then if we have defensive alliances with them. The Sardis, okay.
Enter friend and
No, nothing. Okay, that's fine. I expect you to be declaring war on me very soon as well, so see what happens with them. Okay, I think that's all we can do for diplomacy this turn, guys. We have made some good plays there actually, so hopefully we should start securing us. So let's see about our buildings quality here. So we've got a lot of room for expansion here. This is why probably they got so much income from the early start as well. Look at the tradable goods they've got. They've got grain, iron, grain again. So this is good to have early on for income purposes, definitely. And they've got olive oil in Jerusalem as well. So okay. Okay, expand Alexandria. So public order. What's the situation of public order here? Culture industry 3, slaves 6, taxes 7. Get a public forum going. Oh, sorry, I say public forum, I'm talking Rome terms here. It's the agora, if it's Egyptians. So yeah, okay, we'll have an agora going, which will give us 1%, 1+ public order per turn, but that should expand if we have a look into other options available to us. So we'll have, yes, the amphitheatron, which will give us 5% plus in public order. So good, yeah, and the libraries as well, things like that. So that's fine. That's fine. That public order will be secure there. Okay, we shall get a military. No, we haven't got a military warfare available at the moment because we have to get training reforms done. But I think that's what we'll do here. We'll get the producing of our military ships from Alexandria pushing out north from there. So we'll have that in place from there. Mayas Hormos will have a homestead here, food, out with that, because that could go down quite quickly if we don't manage that. And I think that's all we can do in terms of settlement buildings here. See if we can go into Jerusalem. Yes, we can. We can expand in Jerusalem. Now, I think we need to have a muster field here because we need to have quick access to units to prevent, if these guys do declare wars and then start attacking us from the north, we have a quick access to to produce units to protect them at the drop of a hat, which is probably what we'll need. So yeah, I'll build a muster field there. Let's have a look here. Nabatea is there. Okay, I'm gonna give us here some more units so we can get a couple more Egyptian infantry. God, they are cheap, aren't they? 200 coin, that's all they cost. Probably because they're not very good, probably. Okay, that's fine. And now let's have a look at the technology as well. So yeah, pretty much standard with these to start with, isn't it? They're always the same. Enables route 1, sorry, enables rank 1 champion, and the Periokai camp is enabled with this research. So we'll do that. And of course we've got the 116 research rate to start with, so that's great. So hopefully that will definitely expand our technology tree early on quite quickly. Okay, yeah, lovely. Right, so that's fine. We are good with this turn. We only got £1, 1 gold, should I say, in the account. So we've got little left to play with. So we'll move on. Actually, let's just feed out. We've got the spy, haven't we, here? Let's see what they're up to here.
As you command.
We'll start getting you causing some trouble up here, I think, as turn goes on. Who's that? Oh, right, yes, because of the Cyprus, yeah. Okay. Okay, because obviously they're a state of ours, they can eventually, technically, come to our aid in war, can't they? So that's why they've got the war target available. Okay, fine. That's fine. We'll end the turn here. Oh, we can issue an edict, can't we? Of course, we've got the whole province. I forget about that. Some of these are quite new to me, actually. These edicts are so. Okay, we'll go for tax harvesting at the moment, because I think the public order will sort itself out with buildings and military presence, so I don't think we have to worry about that. So we've got our general who's at Alexandria, our admiral at Alexandria, our general in Jerusalem, and then we've got a statesman who's just based obviously at Alexandria, but he's not on the battle map yet, but we will probably rely on him in a few turns' time. And as you can see, our dynasty is very, very strong in the Egyptian kingdom. So I wouldn't have expected to be otherwise, to be honest with you. The king should have an influence of this on over these people, so hopefully we should maintain that level as we go along. So yeah, let's end the turn now and see what happens. See if the AI starts to declare war once. Well, the solutions always they haven't, so that's good. Egypt. Oh, they've got the side settlement as well. I forgot about that. So they have got 2 locations on the map. Okay, so yeah, great. First turn done, and no one's declared war on us. Good, good, good. Right. Okay, so tax harvesting done, and the homestead at Mayas Hormos is completed. Mayas Hormos. Sounds so Egyptian, doesn't it? I love that. Okay, so let's increase that further. With a farm, 6 food, 40 gold for wealth and 2 units percent extra unit replenishment. So yeah, we'll definitely do that one. That's good to see, because you don't get on Rome, you don't get that one on Rome, the plus 2% unit replenishment, so that's good to have on the Egyptian campaign. So yeah, let's do it. Let's take this settlement. I think we're ready. I think with the 10 units we've got there, I think we can happily take this settlement without any problems. I don't think so. Let's attack them now and support them with this unit here. Look at the odds. It's going to be pretty horrific. This is for them. So we'll encircle.
Take this settlement for you, my lord.
Get the fleet in to support. Now, I usually on my own would on a let's play, if I was playing this on my own, I would have just resolved this. But you haven't had a battle yet. It's only the first turn. We have to have a battle. It's a tradition. You have to have a battle in your first let's play. So let's go straight in and let's expand Egypt west. Let's do it. Hopefully, if we, it's like this for every campaign you do. If you hit them early, you give them no room for manoeuvre. You give them no room to fight back. If you do that with your let's play, you hit them hard, hit them quickly. They don't know what to do. They're in a position where the attacks, they're vulnerable. So if we do that with these guys, I think we should be able to destroy the Cyrenaikas quite quickly as we push out west on the campaign map. Hopefully, that is, I say that, hopefully. So let's wait for this load up and then we'll go in. Okay. Oh yes, and I've got another subscriber just subscribed to him as I'm loading up the battle map. Another subscriber has come on, so thank you to you, Leonardo Nova. You have made it 50 subscriptions for me, so thank you very much to one and all. Most appreciative of you all for that. Great stuff. So lovely. So yeah, we'll have it dry. I like dry conditions. Don't like to have it foggy. Can't see what I'm doing. So
Galatian Royal Guard!
Galatian Royal Guards. Lovely. You're very proud of that, aren't you? I can tell. Okay, right.
They will bleed for us!
God, you are very aggressive, aren't you? I love it. I love it. Your shouting is much needed on the battlefield.
Like men at your command.
So, okay, so I'm just arranging my units here without explaining what I'm going to do. It's usual with this sort of map. You go in centre, you go in left again. It works, If you take, if you approach AI on a couple of flanks or more, they don't like it. They don't know what to do. So, or do you know what to do? Obviously, well, I hope they know what to do, but it makes it harder for them. So we'll do that with this. So we'll take the pikemen in, and we'll give them a Korean axeman as well. Korean. God, they're not Korean. Carrion axeman. On the left-hand side here, we'll get them going into a phalanx formation as they get close, so they can defend and push on quite quickly there. And then we'll have the melee infantry attacking from here with another unit of carrion axemen. And we'll have our missile units on the left-hand side as well, because if we have the pikemen holding line, we can have the missile units firing over into them, so that'll be good to have as well. Okay, where are our generals there? Oh, I love you. I love the fact you're shouting like that. It's great. A lot of shouting with these Egyptians. Great. Okay, let's start the battle. Move you in first. Start getting some volleys across.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Oh yes, I forgot about them.
No longer merit the reputations of their ancestors. We will give these Greeks something to think on. Let them think on their death.
Egyptian infantry.
Move in. Go.
Sons of the Nile.
To be honest with you, gentlemen, I don't think we need you, so you can have a, enjoy a little party on the shores of the Mediterranean, you can relax for this battle, gentlemen. I don't need you. Chill out over there. We're okay. We're okay. Loose! Love it. Loose! Right, great as well. Because of the slingers, they've got a much better range. I'm not used to having all this range available to me with these missile units. I'm used to the, as I say, the Veletes, who seem to have a very short range on them. So it's good to see we can have them powering over the battlefield like this. Okay, so let's go in now with the pikemen. The axemen going on the left here.
Advance at speed.
I think there's some units here, so we could have some resistance there. We've got our units, our melee units, and our axemen coming in from the sort of the rear. They're now manoeuvring to react to that. Okay, I'll put them into phalanx in a second. Okay, going phalanx now. Here we go. Draw your pikes, men of Egypt, and fight for your king. Here we go. Right, go in. Start forming up. Lovely. Get these 3 melee units from the back here going in. Into the rear. Here we go. Watch this now. It's like it'll be like water off rocks. They're gonna have no chance. If they don't mess up, that is. Put your pikes down. Put your pikes down. Yeah. Great. And then where are my slingers? The slingers are still firing, I hope. Yeah. Yeah, and then we've got the melee units coming in from the behind. Here we go. 1 branch out to the right, 2 to the behind of these here. The mob, we all know about how pants the mob are, so they should fall pretty swiftly. The mob are panicking, they obviously are, they seem to be. Where do we go? Who do we try and fight? We've got people coming from us at both angles.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Good. They're already wavering, they won't take long. Yeah, even the general's going, this is brilliant. This is what I like to see. Pikemen doing their job beautifully. The mob over here wavering. We've got the Egyptian infantry holding our rear side there. A moments away from a victory, ladies and gentlemen. Look at them, look at them, they're loving it here. The infantry units know they've taken the city. They are overjoyed, and that must be victory. Must be. They know it's victory. But why don't we? Because the cheeky monkeys. They've got a couple of units down here. Right, okay. Don't get cocky, lads. We thought we'd won it.
Egyptian infantry.
Just hang on a second, all right.
Carrion axemen.
This shouldn't take too long. Maybe just speed it up a little bit. Okay, so a bit of a trek down the shoreline to the beach. Oh, they're only missile units as well. It should be literally a second before they're out.
The enemy fort will soon be ours.
Oh right, okay. We don't even need to fight them. Yeah, I'll in the battle because those units will just be destroyed. So yeah, that's fine. They didn't even need to fight them. Good, excellent, done. Decisive victory. Yeah, brilliant. We lost 16 men. That's what you get. Well, that's the problem with garrison armies. Especially early on in the game, they're very weak. So if you've got any specialised units like the proper armies we've got here now, with these units, they're going to walk all over them. So yeah, fine. Nicely done. Guys, nicely done indeed. So decisive victory as our first victory on the Egyptian campaign, which is again very, very good to see. And I believe, culturally wise, again, the Cyrenaica are the same as the Egyptians, so we can peacefully occupy these without any real problems, I hope. It will obviously have the 25% minus because of the fact we've just taken them over in conquest, but hopefully after that it won't be too much of a problem. But they have, yeah, damn it. Damn it, damn it. They have got the same building chain, but their culture is desert nomadic, so it's going to have to be a case of getting some agricultural buildings going in here pretty quickly so we can start to turn the tide of a culture again for ourselves. So yeah, that's going to be an issue as we go further west, but hopefully we'll be able to manage that as we move on. So yeah, that's where I'm going to finish off our first part. Our 3 Let's Plays series are all underway now. They're all starting to go, so great to see. So yeah, that's where I'll wrap this one up. Expect to see another Sparta very soon, as I'll start to do the cycle again: Sparta, Rome, Egypt, etc, etc. So you'll start to see another Sparta coming out in the next day or so. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed my first part to this Egyptian campaign. I know one of you wanted to see it. Hopefully other guys wanted to see it as well. I definitely like to play it. I think it's going to be an excellent campaign to see how this one pans out. So as always, please comment, rate and subscribe. And I shall see you next time on the battlefield. And it's WarriorofSparta saying goodbye for now. Ciao.